Hello students. So today we are going to solve the questions of this chapter. So it is the question answer session. I hope before this session uh, you all view that sessions. Okay. So if you have any doubt, resolve that and then solve these questions of this chapter. Okay. So first question is, indicate whether the following statements are true or false. Okay, so we have to simply write down either the statement is true or it is false. So unicellular organisms have one celled body. Unicellular organism, uni means one, cellular means one cell or the single cell. So unicellular organism have one celled body. Yes, answer is true. Second is, muscle cells are branch. Yes, we have learned that the shape of the cells. In that we have learned that the muscle cells have which kind of shape? Spindle shape. And nerve cells are branch cells. So look at this statement. Muscle cells are branch? No. Answer is false. C is, the basic living unit of an organism is an organ. The basic living unit of an organism is an organ? No. Then it is cell. So this statement is also false statement. Amoeba has a irregular shape. Amoeba has irregular shape. Yes, answer is true. Amoeba has irregular shape. Okay, we'll move to second question. Question 2 is, make a sketch of a human nerve cell. What function do nerve cells perform? Okay, so you have to draw the nerve cell. So draw this diagram. Okay, so it is the branches of this nerve cell. It is a branch in a shape. Okay, so what is the function of nerve cell? It is a long cell. The function of the nerve cell, that we all know that nerve cells are related to the control and coordination system of our body. Means this system work to control as well as coordinate the body. They make the coordination between the body organ. Okay, if I want to watch something, my brain will give the signal to my eyes so that I can watch the movie or I can watch anything. Okay, if I want to walk, so my brain will give the nerve or give the signal to my legs, so my legs can walk or I can run through my legs. Okay, so it is the basic what we called it, basic function of a control and coordination system. So nerve cells are the responsible one to coordinate this all the things. Okay, so nerve cells, they are responsible to receive and transfer messages. Means if my brain gives signal to my hand to write something, okay, so brain through my nerve cells, they will send the message to my hand. Okay, that we all know that influx reaction. If I prick my finger with the pointed thing, okay, if I prick that one, my hand suddenly distract or detach from that pin. Okay, so why this will happen? Because my body or my brain through the nerve cells, they transfer the message that something or someone is pricking my finger, and automatically I can move or my hand can move through that pointed thing. So it helps to control and coordinate the working of different parts of the body. Getting? So it is the function of nerve cells. Question 3 is, write short notes on the following. That is cytoplasm, and second one is nucleus of a cell. Okay, as we have learned in the basic components of a cell, the basic components are cytoplasm, cell membrane and nucleus. So cytoplasm is somewhat the jelly-like substances that is found between nucleus and the cell membrane. Okay, that we have defined cytoplasm, that is, it is jelly-like substance that is found between the nucleus and the cell membrane. Okay, what are the functions of the cytoplasm? In cytoplasm, we can observe, or we can, if we magnify the cell, we can observe different cell organelles or the different components are present in the cytoplasm. For example, nucleus is a organelle of the cell. So where is nucleus located in the cell? It is in the cytoplasm. Then what else are there? Other cell organelles such as mitochondria, Golgi bodies, ribosomes, and so many other, means plastids, vacuoles. Okay, so many other organelles are there in the cytoplasm. Getting? Okay, so write down. Then we'll move to next. It is a nucleus of a cell. We have learned this topic that nucleus of a cell is an important component of the living cell. So what is the function of nucleus? That nucleus commands all the functioning of the cell. Okay, like our brain, nucleus can coordinate, or it can commands the different functioning of the cell. Okay, in case of animal cell, nucleus is located at the center, and in case of plant cell, it is towards the periphery, means towards the side of this plant cell membrane. Okay, what is the shape of nucleus? It is spherical in shape. Okay, in case of eukaryote, it has a membrane bound structure, means nucleus has a membrane, and membrane gives shape to the nucleus, and so that it is spherical in a shape. What is the other thing? That nucleus is separated from the cytoplasm by a membrane, which we called it as nuclear membrane. Okay, and this nuclear membrane, it contains, or the nucleus contains genetic material within it. Or else this nuclear membrane is porous membrane, means it has a holes. So that holes or the pores that allows the transfer of material in the nucleus and in the cytoplasm. Okay. Next is nucleus contains a dense body, which we called it as nucleolus. This nucleolus has the chromosomes, means the condensed thread-like structure. Chromatin are the thread-like structure. If that threads get a condense, okay, so that will form a chromosomes, and that actually carry genes that is responsible for transfer of character from parent to the offspring, that we have studied in our session. Okay, so genes are the functional part of a DNA or a RNA, that both are the nucleic acid, means that having the capability for the reproduction, or for they have the active part in the living cell. Okay, question 4 is, which part of the cell contains organelles? So tell me. Cytoplasm. Question 5 is, make a sketches of animal and a plant cell. State 3 differences between them. So draw this. Plant cell is a rectangular in a shape. So an animal cell is a round in a shape. Plant cell has a cell wall, cell membrane within it. Then it has a big or a large vacuole. Then it has a nucleus towards its periphery. It has a cytoplasm. Into it other cell organelle. Here we can observe here chloroplast. Okay. In animal cell, it is cell membrane, vacuole, that is smaller vacuole, nucleus, which is membrane bound, here also membrane bound, and cytoplasm. So draw this diagram. Okay. Then we have to write the 3 differences between them. Plant cells, the outermost covering is a cell wall. In animal cells, outermost covering is the plasma membrane or the cell membrane. Okay. Plant cells, it has a plastid within it. Animal cell has a plastids? No. Animal cells, in the plastids are absent in animal cells. In plant cells, large vacuoles are present. Animal cells, very small vacuoles are there in the animal cells. Plastids are there in the plant cells. Okay, repeat it. Okay, fine. So you can write here other thing. By mistakenly I mention here the one thing twice. So write it, the different thing here. Okay, what else we can write over here? Just check out. Okay, so vacuole is over, plastid is over, cell wall is over. Okay, fine. If you can write there anything, any difference that you know, that write there. Okay, state the difference between eukaryotes and prokaryotes. So prokaryotes are, most of them are unicellular and eukaryotes are multicellular. Prokaryote means there is no nuclear membrane, so the nucleus is poorly defined. In eukaryote, nucleus has nuclear membrane, so the nucleus is well defined. In prokaryote, not all cell organelles are present. In eukaryote, all the cell organelles are present. Prokaryote, nucleolus is absent, but in eukaryote, nucleolus is present. Prokaryotes, examples are blue-green algae, bacteria. Eukaryotes, plant, animal cells and fungi. Okay. Question 7. Where are chromosomes found in a cell? State their functions. So chromosomes are present in the nucleus, and chromosomes that has capability to carry the genes on them, so they can transfer the character from parents to the next generation or offspring. Okay. 8 is you have to write, means question is like give reason. Why the cells are the basic structural units of a living organism? That we all know that cells means, if we can observe a plant, but plant has a different organs. Yes, the roots are there, stems are there, leaves are there. So these all things are made by the cells. Okay, so various components of a plants and animals are constituted by the cells. If cells are not there, how tissue can made? If the tissues are not there, organ will be not there. Organs are not there, organ system is not there, and then the organism will be not there. So cell, the fundamental means the basic fundamental thing of a living being is the cells. So cells are the smallest unit of a life and is capable of a living function, and because of that we can define cells are the basic structural units of a living organism. Okay, other than this, they are the building blocks of a life. As we know that with the help of bricks we can make a wall. With the help of that wall, if we arrange that, we can make a house or a building. So like the bricks, one brick, the cells, if we combine the similar kind of cells with each other, they will make a tissues, they will make a organ, then organ system, and then there will be a organism. So all things are directly, indirectly made by cells. Okay, so cells are the building blocks of a life. Similarly, these organs combine to form a body. Thus they are termed as basic structural unit of every living organism. Cells exist in a various shapes and sizes and perform a wide range of activities. Their shape and sizes are related to the function it performs. Question 9 is explain why chloroplasts are found only in a plant cell. We all know that chloroplasts are plastids that are required for a food making process. Means it has a chlorophyll within it, which is a green color pigment, and that will help for the photosynthesis. And we all know that photosynthesis is the major process which are carried on a earth that will help to make a food on the earth. Okay, and the plants are the first producer or the producer on the earth. They make the food, okay, and on that food all other living organisms are surviving. Okay, so thus they are only present in a plant cells. Okay, so up to question 9 you all understood these things. In question 10 you have to complete the crossword. Okay, so just check out, this is necessary. First across and second is the down. Okay, so across and the down, this is necessary for photosynthesis. What is necessary for photosynthesis? Chlorophyll. Okay, then green plastid. What is the name of green plastid? Where the chlorophylls are present? In the chloroplast. So down is the chloroplast. Term for component present in the cytoplasm. Tell me term for the component present in the cytoplasm. So 3 across is the what? In the cytoplasm the components are present. What we call them? Organelles. Okay. Then formed by the collection of a tissues. What is down? Tell me. Organ. Okay, sorry. The living substances in the cell. Living substances in the cell. Tell me. We coin that term as protoplasm. Okay, why? Because it having only cytoplasm and the nucleic acid, so it is protoplasm. Units of inheritance present on the chromosome. Simple, it is genes. Genes, G-E-N-E-S, genes. Then down it's 4, it separates the contents of the cell from surrounding medium. What? It is membrane. Okay. Then empty structure in the cytoplasm. Empty structure, that is larger in plant cell and smaller in the animal cell. It is vacuole. Why it is? A group of cells. 7 down. Tissues. Okay, so fill this crossword. Okay, solve it. Thank you so much for watching this session.